Succession Explained. Season 3 is fundamentally about subordination's architecture. Whether Logan's psychological control over his children survives when separated from his physical presence and institutional authority. Kendall's reversal at the press conference triggers Logan's flight to Sarajevo and temporary CEO removal, creating the illusion of vulnerability. At stake, whether the children can unite against a weakened father, whether Kendall's whistleblower campaign can sustain momentum, and whether Logan's empire functions without him at the center. The season traces how each apparent opening for escape or succession closes through family members' inability to imagine power without Logan, culminating in his choice to sell the company entirely rather than pass it to them.
Logan flees to Sarajevo immediately after Kendall's reversal, genuinely afraid of criminal prosecution.
So he steps back as CEO?
For the first time ever. Jerry takes over operationally while Logan hides in a non-extradition country.
That's the moment of maximum vulnerability.
And Kendall sees it. He proposes a sibling alliance. All three of them remove Logan together, restructure the company with Kendall as interim chair.
Equal partnership?
That's the problem. Kendall positions himself at the top, just with spheres of influence for Roman and Shiv.
Do they take it?
They refuse in succession. Roman consults Jerry, who warns the alliance would work but burn everyone involved. Shiv considers it but doesn't commit. And Roman lies to Logan afterward, claiming Shiv tried recruiting Kendall away from the war.
Protecting Shiv while gaining loyalty credit for himself?
Exactly. Logan rewards that loyalty immediately, offers Shiv a president title that may or may not carry real authority.
So the coalition collapses because they can't imagine power without him.
He's in exile, removed as CEO, facing criminal charges, and they still choose him over each other. That's the psychological architecture surviving his absence.
Then the warfare escalates?
Both sides attack. Shiv leads an employee town hall about taking sexual misconduct seriously, and someone sabotages the sound system. Rape Me starts playing during her speech.
Destroying her authority completely.
She responds by drafting a devastating open letter, attacking Kendall's mental health and addiction. Wants all siblings to co-sign.
Do they?
Roman refuses, says it makes him feel unwell. Connor demands political consideration. So Shiv releases it solo, and Kendall has to cancel his late-night talk show appearance. His momentum collapses.
Meanwhile, Logan's dealing with institutional threats?
He meets with White House liaisons seeking protection while explicitly threatening the president through ATN editorial control. The government responds by raiding Waystar headquarters during an advertiser dinner. His confrontational strategy backfires catastrophically.
Everyone suffers setbacks simultaneously?
Right. There's no clear winner, just mutual destruction. And Tom realizes he's the John Doe divisional head who goes to prison in scenarios like this.
How does he respond?
Offers himself to Logan as sacrifice. Volunteers for prison to bank loyalty credit. Logan accepts gratefully.
Then there's the Josh Aaronson meeting.
Logan needs Josh's 4% stake to win the shareholder vote. Josh summons both Logan and Kendall to his private island. Wants to see if the family business can function.
Can it?
They attempt a joint pitch during a hike, but keep undermining each other with hostile accusations. Then Logan suffers heat exhaustion and collapses.
Does that cost him Josh's support?
Completely. Josh withdraws after witnessing the health vulnerability combined with family warfare. Exactly the weakness he was testing for.
So the shareholder vote crisis escalates?
During the actual meeting, Logan's negotiating a settlement backstage. 4 board seats to Sandy and Stewie in exchange for ending the proxy fight. But he rejects the terms.
Why?
Except it turns out he has a urinary tract infection causing severe cognitive impairment. His rejection might not be valid decision-making.
What do his children do?
Roman and Shiv approve the settlement while Logan's medically incapacitated, saving the company but overruling what he said. When Logan returns to lucidity, he harshly rebukes Shiv despite the successful crisis management.
Because she overrode him?
Authority matters more than outcomes. And simultaneously, the president calls Roman to announce he's not seeking re-election, blaming ATN's coverage.
The leverage play backfired?
Instead of creating bargaining power, It eliminated the relationship entirely.
Then there's the presidential selection process.
Logan attends the Future Freedom Summit, where donors coordinate to select the next Republican nominee. Shiv advocates for moderate Rick Salgado. Roman courts extremist Jared Mencken.
Who does Logan back?
Mencken. Roman argues ratings appeal and base energy matter more than political responsibility, and Logan sides with that amoral logic over Shiv's judgment.
What about Kendall's DOJ case?
The investigation concludes with financial penalties rather than prison time. No vindication for Kendall's crusade. He fires his lawyer Lisa Arthur after a poor deposition, then tries to flip Tom by offering immunity for testimony against Logan.
Does Tom take it?
He tells Kendall his hunch is that Kendall will get fucked because he's seen it happen repeatedly, while Logan never loses. That's implicit rejection. Tom's evaluating power independently now.
Then we reach Kendall's birthday party.
Extravagant spectacle, while his siblings pursue GoJo CEO Lucas Matson through the crowd. Roman successfully pitches Matson by emphasizing complete separation from Logan's control.
His advancement requires his father's marginalization?
Exactly. Matson's core objection isn't financial. It's Logan hanging over any deal. Roman promises autonomy.
What about Shiv?
Completely shut out of the Matson conversation. And she learns Logan offered to buy Kendall's shares without consulting her. Systematic exclusion from the inner circle despite her competence.
So Roman gains influence while Shiv's marginalized.
Right. Tom can't access joy despite being freed from the prison threat. Kendall cancels his planned performances, recognizing the spectacle's emptiness. The party becomes a collision of business maneuvering and personal isolation.
Then the deal structure shifts?
They travel to Tuscany for Caroline's wedding while pursuing the GoJo acquisition. Matson's cryptic tweets spike the stock price, and Roman discovers Matson wants a merger of equals rather than being acquired.
That changes everything?
Instead of Logan buying a tech company, it's creating a combined entity that dilutes Roy family control. The acquisition Logan planned is inverted.
What else happens in Tuscany?
Kendall meets Logan privately proposing complete disinheritance, total exit from family ownership. Logan weaponizes the waiter's death in devastating detail, asking how long the kid was alive before sucking in water. Psychologically demolishes Kendall's attempt to escape.
Then there's Roman's accidental dick pic?
He sends it to Logan instead of Jerry, exposing the entire inappropriate pattern. Logan calls him a laughingstock, and Shiv weaponizes the exposure, frames it as harassment liability, undermining both Roman and Jerry during the merger uncertainty.
Caroline admits something to Shiv?
That she probably should never have had children. Brutal maternal indifference that validates Shiv's experience but demonstrates the neglect continues.
And the deal structure keeps shifting?
Matson's rising stock price flipped the leverage completely. By the final episode, he's proposing GoJo acquire Waystar instead. Logan becomes the target rather than the buyer.
Can the children block that?
They hold supermajority veto power from the divorce settlement, specifically designed to prevent Logan selling without their consent. Shiv connects the pieces and pulls Roman and Kendall together, their first unified action against Logan.
Does it work?
Logan anticipated it completely. He secretly renegotiated the divorce terms with Caroline during her wedding, stripping the veto power before they knew to use it.
Their mother sold them out?
For personal considerations, likely involving Peter or financial advantages. The coup is defeated before the confrontation begins. Logan already holds every card.
So succession ends?
Logan accepts Matson's premium exit offer, trading control for cash. He chooses to sell the company entirely rather than pass it to his children. Their legal protection, designed to prevent exactly this scenario, was eliminated through maternal betrayal.
What about Kendall's pool accident?
He nearly drowns at Caroline's villa, requiring overnight hospital observation. The accident raises questions about his psychological state after Logan demolished his exit attempt.
And Tom's positioning?
He tells Greg he's reconsidering whether being bottom of the top is worth it, planting seeds about alternatives beyond loyalty to Shiv.
The season ends with succession permanently blocked?
Through combination of Logan's strategic superiority and Caroline's betrayal. He demonstrates mastery by predicting their move and preemptively neutralizing it. then chooses cash over legacy. When faced with children who can't be trusted, he takes the exit.